Both comps, honestly, have very clear strengths and weaknesses. I think the BLG want to play a slightly slower game. When you draft that Kalista Renata, my instincts are always that you want to try and play aggressively through the bot side of the map.
Having the smite available, if you lose that maiden early, the cooldown is so long, it feels really bad, and you feel like you've lost a huge part of the power budget of your character, as now the Pantheon from T1. Oner has secured the first Drake of the game, 6 minutes and 45 seconds in. Beishwan coming back up into the top side, Doran forced to flash away again, but a nice handshake brings him right on back, and BLG get first blood.
Oner, though, setting his sights on mid.
Right, flashing away, stays safe from that one as Karia's Tangle Barb's going to force out the summoner spell from the BLG mid laner, but it does cost Karia's flash at the same time.
The mid gold gap really starting to increase in Faker's favor. We don't get a chance to talk about the previous play.
Yeah, Karia's already in danger. Remember, he used his flash trying to go after Knight. Now he's already dead. Oner wants to jump in and make something else happen, but he has to flash back over the wall as On, Elk, and Beishwan continue going forward. Elk needs a bailout if he wants to survive, and he gets it! Elk stays alive! Gumayusi tries to fire back, but he's got to reload the gun. Now the curtain call's open. On, sidestepping three. The fourth can't hit Beishwan, but the dancing grenade dances on his grave. BLG up 3-1.
To escape, at the very least, Gumayusi will get one back.
And you could see at the end there, Gumayusi, he takes 3 shots at the escaping players from BLG, thinks maybe he can convert that fourth onto Beishwan, but Beishwan had the distance.
It's going to be super important as both these AD carries want to be in a position to fight. With the Youmuu's completed for Guma, he should have a slight advantage over Elk. With no Blade of the Ruin King finish just yet, but T1 do not want to give this up without a fight.
Oner jumps in, immediately goes for the stun on the Knight. Carrier with a bomb blossom onto 3, but the backup damage isn't quite there. Oner's going to be chased away next. The Deadly Flourish doesn't hit Elk. Oner's going to take a ton of damage. The bailout from Elk is not there in time. Faker's shockwave finds 2, and T1 get a double kill for their Orianna and take the fight.
Just like that, T1 flip the fight on its head and they get themselves 3 kills. BLG, it looked so good at the start of the fight for them.
Reason that this champion is considered by many to be the best jungler on the patch as Beishwan goes in for Faker, and now it's trouble for the T1 mid lane. The handshake pulls him right on back. Knight's got enough damage and a shutdown for BLG.
Now BLG are not the type of team to go out without a fight.
Here now, Knight will have his teleport. I believe there's still a few seconds remaining on that cooldown to use that to make his way into the fight, but Faker has been found out. Beishwan tackles Faker out of the decimating smash, and Oner's made his way into the fight, but he's immediately ejected by the Keeper's verdict. Faker still under pressure. Decimating smash hits this time, but Ben and Beishwan don't have any damage. Ben tries to get away, but a Pop Blossom locks him up. A Deadly Flourish to follow. Hostile takeover saves Ben's life as Elk and On try to fire into Gumayusi. Elk goes forward. Gumayusi still shielded and getting away as Faker's the target for On, but Elk and On have overextended. Faker's already killed On as T1 scramble for defense, and BLG way overplay their hand.
T1 do not lose a single member. BLG collapse onto Faker, but the Avengers descend in an instant. T1 are there to protect their mid laner. They turn the play massively in their favor. Going too deep. We're back to live.
We're already back to live, and Faker's got another target on his back. He's got another shockwave on BLG, and Karia picks up the kill. Target, but it's only a Nico clone. The power of this ability as now another catch for T1 spells the end of Beishwan in this river. The death timer's 30, the Drake timer's 15. This is going to be sole point for the side of T1. 17 minutes into the game. Meanwhile, Vedius, we haven't seen Doran in a while. That's because he's doing a little bit of construction work in the side lanes, flashing forward after Knight to try to get this kill in the solo. The Maiden of the Mist giving him the lifesteal. He's trying to sidestep. He only needed an inch to get close enough to swing the shovel, but Knight denies it. While Doran drops to the BLG mid laner in the top side, the Herald is going to be summoned in mid lane. The Drake is going to be taken. It's sole point 18 minutes in for T1.
My goodness, T1 is running away with game 1.
Drake lead for the side of T1. All BLG really has here are those 3 Void Grubs, but Vedius, when you're this far down, you can't get to the turret. forced to be saved by Elk, as Doran's gonna take a ton of damage in a counterattack. Nice kill for BLG, and they're about to make it too. Keria in danger, but now Beishwan, stunned up by the Pantheon, forced to flash to survive. Faker flashes forward, but he can't get the distance in time. He keeps looking for more. Oner wants to make his way in with another shockwave, finding its way onto Elk. On drops next. Gumayusi's got his number, and T1's counting bodies. Another pop blossom, another double kill of a Faker. Beishwan dies to a point-blank spear, and T1 runs the rift.
BLG get a kill onto Doran, but look at what it cost them. 4 members fall, and T1 are steamrolling over BLG.
They're going to go after the Otacon, immediately ready to start this one up, as BLG know they can't afford to give an objective away when they're already this far down. Faker trying to use the ball to zone on out. Hostile takeover goes through, but it doesn't find much of anything else. Going to be zoned away now by the rest of T1, as immediately you got a problem for Doran. Beishwan takes him down. Curtain call's been opened up. Beishwan might just die here. One last shot goes through, and the 4th shot finds its mark. Now Bin trying to steal away the Otacon, but it's not going to matter. Doran and Beishwan have been traded, but everybody else is still alive. Faker claims the Otacon, and T1 get the objective as they look potentially for more of a fight. Keria thinking about a tangle barb here, but he can't get the range in time. Bin still here on the front line, gets caught by the tangle barb. Keria knocked into the unraveled earth, but he stays alive for now. Oner steps forward with a shield, not quite enough damage. Shut down from Elk, but Faker takes out 2. T1 unrelenting as Keria kills Knight over the wall, and only Bin is left standing. Gumayusi fires another shot, but it's a triple kill for Faker to seal the deal.
T1 will leave no survivors. The Otacon was not enough. They saw blood in their eyes, and they took out the rest of the BLG roster. A tier 2 tower will fall.
And T1 now with an Infernal Soul with 20 flowers of a lead thanks to the Otacon harvesting everything for them. They are so strong. BLG will need a full-on miracle.
That flowers, it's too difficult for BLG to contest this objective. They're still gonna try, though. The TP comes through from Knight.
It's a full send from BLG, perhaps, as Keria goes in. He finds the pop blossom for the BLG mid laner, and Knight is already dead as the fight starts. Ben's made his way into the back, but Faker will not be threatened by a Scion alone. Oner continues pressing forward, and Gumayusi puts the kill shot into On. Beishwan's the next to fall, and Doran buries him. T1 with a Baron plus 3 kills will force their way into the base. Elk continues fighting and kiting and trying to get away. The deadly flourish doesn't connect, but it gives them enough space to get the kill right after. Guma's unstoppable, and only Bin is standing. T1 slam this first game.
Gumayusi involved in 20 of the team's 22 kills, has the Nexus in his eyes, and is looking to close things out.
The Nexus turrets are nothing but a formality. Bin's health bar, the same thing as T1. It was close for about 10 minutes, and then it was not ever again in this first one. T1 takes game 1.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.